Going to hear from the head coach of the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, Coach Kevin Waldo. He's in his 12th season with the Mustangs, and well, here's his pregame comments on KROX. Oh, the battery just looked like it died, so we're going to load it into the computer here. So one moment. Sacred Heart, they're coming off the semifinal win, of course, on Saturday, and or not on Saturday, excuse me, on Tuesday, and they had a battle. They had to come from behind and had a big bucket by Kate Bernhoft with 5.2 seconds left, and well, that was the game there. And then on the flip side, it was a strong second half as well on the flip side for Kelliher-Northome, as they were able to come away with the victory, and they pulled away from a very good Warren Alvarado Oslo team. So both teams had to work, to say the least, for their victory in the section semifinals. So we'll have the interview with Coach Waldo. That'll be coming up here in a little bit. And we'll also have Coach Allo of the defending Section 8A champions, coach and the Sacred Heart Eagles. So we'll take one more, we'll take just a 1 minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Hope Therapy, where we specialize in therapy for pediatrics. From speech to occupational and physical therapies, we invite you to experience our welcoming environment where our professional therapists treat you like family. Everyone deserves the gift of hope. Experience it today and learn how we can help your child thrive.
Best wishes to the Sacred Heart Eagles during today's playoff game from everyone at Hope Therapy.
When you want authentic handmade furniture, look no further than the Amish Gallery. Solid wood construction, superb craftsmanship, and some of the most inspiring designs you'll ever find. All from the leading Amish manufacturers in Holmes County, Ohio and Bern, Indiana. Choose from cherry, oak, quarter sawn oak, or maple. Plus your choice of fabrics, colors, and hardware when you place a custom order. Only at the Amish Gallery, 4034 South Washington, Grand Forks.
Rather than focusing on one particular specialty, the folks at Phil Thompson & Associates work as a team by providing a variety of financial services. The result is the convenience and efficiency of being able to do all your financial business in one place. Call or stop in for a visit anytime. See for yourself what they have to offer. Stop in and visit any of their 3 area offices. Phil Thompson & Associates, located in Crookston, Warren, and East Grand Forks.
I don't think that everybody wants to lead necessarily, but everybody wants to be a part of a team, and I think we provide that. Blaine Vanosic, I've been at Zavros for, this is my 23rd season. My dad is an extremely hard worker. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to work, honest work, and provide for my family like he does, and just live a comfortable life. And I found that here at RJ Zavro & Son. It feels great.
Deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota. Ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
And welcome back to the Riverview Health pregame show here on KROX and KROX TV, as we now hear from the head coach of the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, Coach Waldo and get his pregame comments right here on KROX. Walt, first of all, congratulations on making it to the NSIC tournament. Okay, that wasn't Tim there. To the UMC Golden Eagles. As we talk with the head coach of the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs and Coach Waldo. And Coach, coming in, obviously, you had a good battle and were able to come away with a nice win and played a pretty good ball game in the semifinals.
Yeah, Warren was a tough team. They're very similar to us. Came out fast and kind of sped us up a little bit. You know, the girls were maybe a little bit disappointed in how they played. You know, they hold themselves to a pretty high example. But like I told them yesterday, I said, why are we so sad or why are we so mad? You beat a really good team by 11 points, and you know, and going forward, that's how all the games are going to be.
What was the big difference between the first half and the second half? It seemed like you played a little bit stronger in the second.
Yeah, I think just a little more pressure, you know, and sometimes just that senior mentality of this isn't it, you know. We got bigger thoughts, bigger expectations, and we're going to come out fighting, and we're going to leave it all on the court. And I think we did, and we adjusted a little bit to a few things at halftime, and we were able to just slowly pull away.
With your team, you were here last year playing in the section championship. I'm sure the girls remember that very well. But how does that experience, how has that helped you here get back to the section championship this year?
I think they're focused this year. I think, you know, last year being it the first time ever in the section championship, it was like a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of voices, a lot of whatever. And this year, you know, we've got great support from our communities in our schools, but we've kind of tried to tune out those little things, and we have bigger goals in mind. And the girls, you know, we ask them what they want, and that's what they want. And they're like, we want to focus.
You get ready to take on Sacred Heart. What do you know about them?
You know, similar to last year, they didn't really lose much, and you know, they got inside presence that is tough for us to stop, and they got outside shooters that can shoot, and all their players can do that, and we have to make sure that we are disciplined and stay out of foul trouble, and make sure that we are closing out on their shooters, and understand they're going to make points and they're going to score buckets, but we just have to be more disciplined and make sure that we probably stay patient.
You talked about foul trouble. That did bite you last year in the first half, and that really changed the game.
Yeah, yep. Charlie had 3 in the first couple minutes. Kate had 3 in the first half. You know, without those two on the court for half of a half, I mean, it changes the game. And they did a great job hanging in there, but I think in the end, it just was a little bit too much.
The health of the team, how are you doing there?
Good. You know, I think we're past the colds and the sicknesses, and, you know, that's probably on the downswing, and we're kind of, you know, it was a pretty loose bus ride. They were feeling good, playing games, and you know, I think they feel good. They feel confident, and, you know, this is the one time where I think they don't really have that target on their back because, you know, with Sacred Heart, it's the team that beat them last year. So let's just go show them that we can do it.
What do you have to do offensively to get a win here tonight?
I think we just need a balanced attack from everyone. You know, Kate had a big game, and she needed to. You know, they did a great job of shutting down Kylie, and Kate came and stepped up and pulled through. But we like to see more of a balance, and where if you stop one, you can't stop them all. And Kate will do Kate things, and, you know, Kylie, I expect Kylie to bounce back and have a big game as well.
How about on the defensive end? What do you have to do?
Defense, I think we just have to pressure the ball. You know, play full court defense, in control, not get fouls. You know, doing it and just make them work hard and just kind of wear them out throughout the game.
Coach, congratulations on another great season, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And that is the head coach of the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, Coach Waldo, and his pregame comments right here on KROX. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we'll talk with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Brian Lowe. His pregame comments coming up next right here on KROX.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Rather than focusing on one particular specialty, the folks at Phil Thompson and Associates work as a team by providing a variety of financial services. The result is the convenience and efficiency of being able to do all your financial business in one place. Call or stop in for a visit anytime. See for yourself what they have to offer. Stop in and visit any of their 3 area offices. Phil Thompson and Associates, located in Crookston, Warren, and East Grand Forks.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Lowe. And Coach, coming off a hard-fought victory in the semifinals, and the girls found a way to come up with the big plays when you needed them.
Yeah, that was a really tough game. You know, tons of credit to KCC there and their staff and their girls because they were ready to go and gave us absolutely everything that we could handle, and I feel fortunate to kind of squeak that one out.
You were able to come up with some big plays in the final minute, and then, of course, Kate got that big bucket with a few seconds left, which really solidified the win.
Yeah, I was really proud of the way they kept their composure. It wasn't looking good the entire second half, and we just never panicked and just went one possession at a time and kept calm and kind of went back to what our bread and butter, just getting it into the post. And Lexi had a couple big shots. Finley had a couple big drives. Kate had a couple big free throws, and then that last one too. So, yeah, proud of the way they finished that game.
How important was your experience last year, winning the section championship, going to state, and maybe just through the playoffs here? Has that helped you, or maybe doesn't it matter?
I think it helps a lot. Yeah, we like to play in this facility. We like this court, and having been through all those games last year in which we were underdogs in most of them, and I think it just increases our confidence and our composure, and they're not rattled. They're ready to go. They're they've been here before, so it's just throw the ball out and best team win.
You get ready to take on Kelliher-Northome, and what do you know about them?
They're tough. Obviously, it's pretty much the same group from last year, and Thayer and Binkley are really good. They're both all-state players, and so we got to defend them, and then we can't overlook other players. They've got a few others that can contribute too. They'll be aggressive, and I know they're prone to some foul trouble, which historically we've been pretty good about taking care of the basketball. Our guards protect it pretty well, and so hopefully we can draw a couple fouls on them and not give them those picks, those steals and layups like they like to get.
As you get ready to take on Kelliher-Northome, what do you have to do? You sort of touched on this a little bit, but how about defensively? What do you have to do?
Yeah, I mean, really just shut those two, not shut them down. I don't think we're going to shut them down, but limit their looks, limit their catches, make it really difficult for them to get the shot that they want. Binkley's deadly from the three-point line. She can't have any space out there. And Thayer likes to drive a little bit more, but she's also deadly from the three-point line. So, that's a tough guard. I'll take Finley Horkin any day of the week, and she's just an absolute. She just battles, and she's so quick, and I'll take her. I'll take that matchup. Confident in that, but and then we got to just kind of close down the paint with Lexi and Bryn. Got to be able to step in and contest some shots when they do get to the paint.
How about offensively? What do you have to do?
Got to get the ball to the paint. Anytime we get the ball to the middle, whether it's driving it or passing it, it opens things up for us. I think they don't have as much size as we've seen with White. Obviously that was a pretty good matchup for Lexi, and she made it tough for her to do things. But we want to be able to pass the ball into Lex and let her go to work, and then kick out to girls if they're open for threes.
How's the health of your team?
It's not perfect. We got a little bit of a bug going through, but everybody's here. Everybody will play. We'll have to kind of monitor it as we go. And, the nice thing about that is, and Coach Johnson mentioned this the other day about our depth and, deeper than really, I think, most teams that in this tournament. And so that's to our advantage. If we got a couple girls who just aren't feeling 100%, we got some girls on the bench that can step in and pick up where they left off.
Have you showed the girls the Michael Jordan flu-like symptoms game?
Yeah, actually, we were just, I didn't show them, but we were just talking about it the other day where I think Finley's dad showed her the film or whatever, and, Scottie Pippen carrying him off the court or whatever. Maybe it'll be inspiring for us to be able to, gut out an effort like that. We'll see.
I don't think you have to worry about your girls giving everything they have.
No, and I've said it a million times. I'm just incredibly fortunate to coach these kids. There's no drama. They love each other. They're great teammates. They want the best for each other. They celebrate and cheer for each other, and they're tough. They compete. So I'm very lucky to be their coach.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Sacred Heart victory?
Yeah, got to take care of the ball and not give them those turnovers and layups. We've got to defend their 2 best scorers and limit what they get. And we got to rebound, and I'd say a 4th one would be get the ball to the paint and let Lexi go to work.
Coach, congratulations on another great season. Best of luck tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Now it's time to honor America. R.J. Zavril and Sons proudly presents for this listening audience our national anthem. Now it's time to take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time every time. By a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. And they are proud to be your only locally owned auto parts dealer in Crookston. And again, that's Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They have the Legend batteries for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, and more. Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs. They have had a fantastic season, as you would expect, with them being here at the Section 8A Championship game for the 2nd straight season. And they are 28-1 on the year. They're coached by Kevin Waldo in his 12th season. They'll go like this. It'll be Kate Thayer, the All-State senior. She'll be starting along with August Poxleitner, the junior. Then Ellie Lundeen, a senior. Kylie Binkley, a senior. And Charlie Hallstrom, a senior. It'll be Thayer, Poxleitner, Lundeen, Binkley, and Hallstrom, the starting 5 for Kelliher-Northome. For the Sacred Heart Eagles, they're going to go like this. It'll be Finley Horkin, a 5'5 junior. Leah Sunby, a 5'1 junior. Lydia Risky, a 6-foot junior. Izzy Swickla, a 5'4 senior. And Lexi Lawrence, a 6-foot junior. It'll be Horkin, Sunby, Risky, Swickla, and Lawrence, the starting 5 for the Sacred Heart Eagles. Well, we're just moments away here from the opening tap, a rematch of last year's Section 8A championship game. And we're going to send it down courtside. Gabe Bishop is down there, Gabe.
Hey, how we doing? It is loud down here. We've got the lots of Sacred Heart fans, Kelliher-Northome fans, everybody else that can be here is here. The whole Black Duck and Goodrich team are here. Coaches from Kitson County Central, Warren Alvarado also are here, and I'm really excited to see what this matchup has in store for us. Sacred Heart got the best of the Mustangs last year. Both teams brought a lot of players back. Sacred Heart's going to do the same thing. And, Chris, I'm really excited to see what happens here tonight.
So we have the Sacred Heart Eagles in their white uniforms with the purple numbers and yellow trim. Sacred Heart across the front of the jersey, and the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs in their blue uniforms with the white numbers and a black trim. Well, here we go. The winner advances to the state tournament. The loser's season comes to a disappointing end. Always a tough time here. You get to the game. You're this close to state, only 2 halves away, and both teams trying to be the Section 8A champion. Sacred Heart for the second straight year. Now the opening tip is going to be won by the Mustangs. They'll have it on the right wing. With it is Binkley. Binkley leaves a pass inside, and it goes off the fingertips, and Lawrence will grab the steal. So Lawrence gets the steal right away. And bringing it up will be Sunby. Sunby left hand spin dribble. She's at the half-court circle. Spins back with the left hand. Now leaves it off to Horkin inside to Lawrence. Lawrence backs her way in, puts up the shot. Too strong. Rebound is loose and picked up by the Mustangs of Kelliher-Northome. Bringing it up into the front court. Stutter step dribble. With it is Poxleitner, or excuse me, that's Thayer. Leaves a pass off. The shot is off the mark, and Lawrence grabs the rebound. She'll leave it off to Sunby. So a missed shot there for each team thus far. Still looking for her first points, 51 seconds into it. Now Sunby has the ball knocked away, but sliding out of bounds was going to be the Mustangs. Great hustle there by Lundeen.
Just barely couldn't stay in bounds. Almost had the save, and it'll stay with the Sacred Heart Eagles now.
Inbounding for Sacred Heart. Again, if you're listening on the radio, they're going to right to left as we look down. Orkin gets it. Dribbles off to the right wing, gets a pick, leaves it to, that's Risky. Risky dribbles off a foot, then the Mustangs going to pick up the loose ball. They'll bring it into the front court. Lundeen kicks a pass off, spotting up for a quick three. Too strong was Binkley, and the rebound grabbed by Sacred Heart. Risky going to bring it up into the front court. She stops at the top of the key. Now picks up the dribble, leaves a pass off to Horkin, just inside the half-court circle. Crossover dribble. She drives in, bounces a pass over to the far side. Turning around is Risky. Lydia picks up the dribble, looking into Lawrence. She gets it, turns around, puts up the shot, short off the front of the rim, and the rebound is grabbed by the Mustangs. Again, that's Charlie Hallstrom, the senior, playing some good defense on the first 2 possessions, coming up with a couple of defensive stops. Now Sacred Heart's Horkin, she's on the ground. She grabs the ball, and a jump ball is going to be called. And the possession arrow is going to be in favor of Sacred Heart as the Mustangs won the opening tip.
Someone's going to score, right? It's been all defense so far, and I kind of expected that to be the case. Both these defenses are extremely aggressive.
I don't know if it's more, defense has been good, but the beginning of the game, you got a lot of nervous energy. And, now we're going to have trying to check in. Well, not checking in, sort of a hockey change there for Sacred Heart. Or what are they doing?
Well, they tried to put Arnson in for Swickla, but she's being looked at by the trainer, and so they're they have like time that they're waiting before they
So I
bring
think you
on
get a
somebody.
minute.
Yeah. Mike Gullingsrud, the official, running this. So now 60 seconds have passed, and now Ella can come in.
So El Arnson will be the first substitution of the game due to some blood on the knee. It's one problem with this floor that's put together. There's a lot of gaps, and you can get some pretty good cuts and scrapes. Now a pass stolen away by Kelliher-Northome, driving into the lane. Putting it up will be Thayer. Thayer gets the steal in the basket, and it's a quick 2-0 lead. Well, I shouldn't say quick, but a quick 2 points there for Kelliher-Northome. 2-0. The lead now coming back. Horkin drives into the lane, puts up the shot. Oh, they're letting him play. Little body, but they don't call it, and bringing it into the front court is Kelliher-Northome. Pass goes off right wing, a quick three, that's off the mark. Rebound comes away, putting it back up is Thayer, and she's fouled as she tried to put it back up. And the foul is going to be on Lydia Risky. That'll be her first personal. That's the first team foul. And Thayer at the line. She'll be shooting 2. The first free throw is good. She has all 3 points in the game. Now the second free throw, that is good. So Thayer has scored all 4 points of the ball game. They'll come with a little token full court pressure right away, then drops back. Left hand hip high dribble for Horkin. Horkin drives into the lane, puts it up off the glass. Good. Finley Horkin gets the first 2 points of the game for Sacred Heart, and it's a 4-2 lead. With the ball, Thayer leaves it off, top of the key. That'll go. Dribbling off to the right wing, Hallstrom. Now off to the near corner, a three-pointer for Binkley. That's off the mark. Nobody was able to box out to Lundeen as she crashed the boards. Ball is loose on the ground, and another jump ball is called. And the possession arrow in favor of Kelliher-Northome. And checking into the game here for the they're not letting, I was going to say. So checking into the game, Risky will get a breather. And in will be Bryn Stevens, getting her first playing time of the game. Inbound pass goes top of the key to Thayer. Thayer dumps it off right wing. That'll go over to Hallstrom. Hallstrom drives in, puts up the runner. That's off the mark, and another rebound grabbed by Lawrence. Lawrence leaves it up to Sunby. Sunby. She's guarded by Lundeen. I was putting the two names together, and then a layup for Sunby is off the mark, and it's going to be grabbed by the Mustangs. They'll push it up into the front court. Lundeen tries a bounce pass, and Stevens is tied up by Lundeen, and another jump ball, our third of the game, and this time it's in favor of Sacred Heart. Oh, wrong one.
Very aggressive with the jump balls. Everybody diving on the floor and thinks everybody's getting a feel for the game now and going 100% for all these 50-50 balls.
Yeah, we're approaching about 4 minutes in, so you would think at some point the nervous energy is going to, but also you have two teams getting after it, so a little bit of both. With it is Sunby. Crossover dribble. Spins. It bounces. She runs in to Thayer and turns the ball over. She just lost the ball as she ran into Thayer, and it's a 4-2 lead, Kelliher-Northome, and they'll look to advance that lead here a little bit. Thayer will bring it up into the front court. Right-hand dribble. She dribbles off, leaves a pass over, cutting into the paint, putting up the shot. It's going to be blocked by Stevens. Well, Binkley tried to cut in through the lane, but Stevens was there to swat it away. Now Sacred Heart trying to attack, trying to tie it up, possibly take the lead. Swickla on the left wing. She dribbles into the paint, leaves a nice pass off to Lawrence, and she'll put it in for an easy two. What a pass by Swickla. And we're tied at 4 apiece. Lexi Lawrence with the basket. So after a 4-0 lead, it's now a 4-0 run by Sacred Heart after Kelliher-Northome took the early lead. Now a give and go, and Thayer drives into the lane, and she's going to be fouled.
Thayer is so active on the post, and try to get some help defense on her, but she was very good at drawing fouls against the Ponies a few days ago. And part of her 44 points in that game.
And the first free throw for Thayer is good.
Horkin back in, as well as the player who hit the game winner, Kate Bernhoft, a couple days ago.
And the second free throw for Thayer is good. She now has 6 points. All 6 points scored by Thayer. Now with the ball, it's going to be stolen away by Thayer. She's going to drive in for an easy layup, and Kate Thayer has all 8 Mustang points. It's an 8-4 lead now for the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs. The inbound pass is tipped away, out of bounds. Last touch by Kelliher-Northome, and it'll be Sacred Heart ball. And they're greeted by a full court press, Lundeen and Poxleitner. 13:02 remaining in this first half of play. Winner advances to the State Class A girls basketball tournament. With it at the top of the key, dribbling, bounces a pass. It goes over to Arnston. Arnston with a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound. It's loose on the ground, and we're going to have another jump ball. The possession arrow in favor of Kelliher-Northome, and they'll have it with an 8-4 lead. 8-4. Kelliher-Northome with the lead. Kate Thayer has all 8 points for the Mustangs. Bringing it up, Thayer to the top of the key. Gets a double pick, stops, leaves a pass off. Driving around the perimeter is Binkley. Then kicks it off over to the near side to Hallstrom. Hallstrom backs her way in. Kicks it back out to Lundeen. Lundeen dribbles up top of the key, hands it off, and driving into the lane. A right-hand layup is good for Binkley. Hey, somebody else scored. 10-4 lead now for Kelliher-Northome. Binkley gets her first points. And it's another full court press put on by Kelliher-Northome. Bringing the ball up, Kate Bernhoft along the far sideline. She stops on the right wing, now backs up. Leaves it over to Horkin. Horkin holds the ball above her head. Spins. Bounces a pass far corner. Now cutting into the lane, putting up the shot off the mark. Stevens grabs the rebound, puts it back in. Stevens gets her first points of the game, and it's a 10-6 deficit for Sacred Heart. Coming right back now will be Thayer for Kelliher-Northome. Crossover dribble. Leaves a pass off. Well, no, now she does. Leaves it off on the corner to Poxleitner. Poxleitner cuts into the lane. She stops after the ball was knocked away. Lundeen drives into the lane, puts up the shot. It rolls off the side of the rim. Oh, man. And picking it up will be Stevens. She gets it out to Bernhoft. Bernhoft into the front court. Leaves a pass off to Horkin. Horkin steps left, and then a blocking foul is going to be called on Lundeen. That'll be her first personal foul. That will be the first team foul. A lot different than last year when Kelliher-Northome, they had, I think, like 4 fouls in the first 2 minutes.
They had couple players with 3 fouls at the end of the first half last year, if I remember right. They were in some pretty crazy foul trouble. We only have 3 combined fouls in the first almost 7 minutes.
Yeah, they're definitely letting them play. There's been a lot of hacking by both teams early on, in the post especially.
I'm okay with the physicality, though.
And the inbound pass goes up top of the key. Now off to the near sideline. Sunby leaves it into Lawrence, and Lawrence muscles up a shot for her 4th point of the game. 10-8. Now Lexi Lawrence gets her first points. Now with it, Thayer. Oh, excuse me, that's Lundeen. Leaves a pass off, cutting into the lane, putting it up for an easy 2 will be Hallstrom. So the Mustangs, both teams said, we got to stop Lexi Lawrence in the paint, but Kelliher-Northome said, well, let's try our luck in the paint. And Hallstrom gets her first 2 points. Arnston leaves a pass over to Sunby on the left wing. I don't think it was originally intended for her, but Sunby picks it up, leaves it over to Horkin. Horkin, a long jumper. That's off the back of the rim. Rebound, long pass, and running and gunning are the Mustangs. Lundeen puts it up, and it goes in. Lundeen with the basket. That'll be her first points of the game, and Sacred Heart wants a timeout. And the score now is 14-8. And the lead for Kelliher-Northome. We'll take a break. We'll be back with 10:23 remaining in this first half of play. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Welcome to Hope Therapy, where we specialize in therapy for pediatrics. From speech to occupational and physical therapies, we invite you to experience our welcoming environment, where our professional therapists treat you like family. Everyone deserves the gift of hope. Experience it today and learn how we can help your child thrive.
Best wishes to the Sacred Heart Eagles during today's playoff game from everyone at Hope Therapy.
And welcome back. 14-8, Kelliher-Northome with the lead. The first 8 Mustang points were scored by Theif, and now a 6-point lead for Kelliher-Northome. Good start for the Mustangs. And driving into the lane will be risky. She puts up a shot. That is blocked, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart. Good defense there by the Mustangs coming over, and with the help, getting the hand on the ball was Buntmeyer, the freshman. Now coming back, it'll be Kelliher-Northome at the free throw line with the ball, looking, spinning as Hallstrom. Hallstrom bounces a pass. That goes off the fingertips of Thayer, but she's able to pick it up before it goes out of bounds. Thayer cuts into the paint. She's going to be tied up by Lexi Lawrence, and another jump ball. This time it's in favor of Sacred Heart, the possession arrow.
It is not easy to drive on Lexi Lawrence because she'll either knock the ball out or force a jump ball, and that time, either way, gives the ball back to the Eagles.
After the first 8 points scored by Kelliher-Northome's Thayer, the next 6 points for the team scored by Lundeen, Binkley, and Hallstrom. So they like to see that distributed. Now a pass, Horkin, you got to be careful, and Thayer steals it. She goes coast to coast, misses the layup. Rebound, though, following and hustling back is Hallstrom. That's great hustle by Hallstrom. Even though you have Thayer going in for the layup, who usually doesn't miss, you still hustle and follow, and that's exactly what happened there. Now Horkin, she gets the inbound pass. She's tripped up, little incidental contact, and she's able to get the ball back over, and now gets it back after Arnston dished it off. Sunby on the right wing, a 16-8 lead for Kelliher-Northome. Now a pass inside to Lawrence. She'll put up the shot. That's off the mark, but a foul is going to be called, and who is that going to be on? There's 3 players trying to guard her, and that's going to be on Binkley.
Yep, Binkley got it with the help defense. She came in from up top and got her on the left hand.
First personal, second team foul. At the line is Lawrence, looking for her 5th and 6th point of the game with 8:56 remaining. First free throw is good.
And whenever she was out with that knee injury, she was able to take lots and lots of free throws. And now she's one of, if not the best free throw shooter on this team.
So on the season, Lawrence hits the second free throw, or no, she misses the second free throw, but the rebound is grabbed. Sunby gets it over to Arnston, a 3, it's off the back rim, but Swickla grabs the rebound. Now to Sunby, she fires up a 3, that's in and out, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was last touch by Kelliher-Northome. Stevens got in there and not able to grab it, though. Off her fingertips was Buntmeyer.
This is a 4th chance now for Sacred Heart on this possession.
Inbound pass goes to Stevens. Her free throw line jumper. She was taking that from the get-go, and she hits nothing but net for her 4th point of the game. 16-10, 16-11, excuse me. As Lawrence hit that first free throw, so that was a 3-point possession for Sacred Heart. 8:25 remaining. As Gabe said, they had 4 chances, and now a foul is going to be called. Sacred Heart fans not happy. They thought Ella played some pretty good defense there, but the officials disagree, and unfortunately for Sacred Heart fans, that's the only person that matters.
Fortunately, though, that's only their 3rd foul of the half. There's been very few of them in the first approaching 10 minutes of this half.
Unfortunately, that is the 2nd, though, on Arnston. 17-11. And the second free throw is good. That makes it 18-11. The free throws with 8:22 remaining. Full court pressure put on by Kelliher-Northome, and nobody was helping out there as they had two defenders. Oh, they were going to call a blocking foul.
Yeah, Binkley had a little shoulder check on Sunby, and it's her second foul now.
So that'll be Binkley's second personal foul. That is the fourth team foul. Or excuse me, third team foul. Inbound pass. Arntzen with gets it off to Sunby. Sunby behind the back dribble. Zips a pass into Swickla. Swickla drives in, leaves it to Lawrence. Lawrence puts it up. It's, in and out. It went halfway down and spun out, but a foul is going to be called, and that is going to be on Buntmeyer. That'll be her first personal. Now it's the fourth team foul. 8:09 remaining in this first half of play. Lawrence at the line shooting 2 with Kelliher-Northome leading 18-11. And the first free throw is good. Now Lexi ready to shoot the second free throw. And that is off the mark. Stevens with the rebound, puts it back in. Good. Another three-point possession after Lexi Lawrence hits the first free throw. That's I don't know if that's a game plan or not, but they trail now 18-14 as Stevens gets the offensive rebound in the putback. Now the ball is loose, and we're going to have another jump ball. I think that's our sixth of the game.
Yep,
and the
6 of them.
arrow in favor of Kelliher-Northome. Stevens with 6 points for Sacred Heart. Now with it, Lundin for Kelliher-Northome. Lays it off Binkley over to the near side. Thayer, a quick three. Hits it. Nothing but net for Thayer. That'll be her 11th point of the ball game on the three-pointer, and it's a 21-14 lead. So Kelliher-Northome gets that 3 points back. Now Arnston, guarded by Thayer, has the ball poked away. Thayer going to drive into the lane, puts it up off the glass. Good. 5 straight points for Thayer. She gets the steal and the layup, and another steal. And grabbing the ball, putting it up, that's off the mark. Binkley turns around, puts it back up, and rattles around and drops in good. And injured on the far sideline is the Sacred Heart player, still down. Coach Lowe talking with her, and right now Sunby saying, hey, we're getting pushed all over the place. These officials letting them play way more physical than these teams are used to all season long, that's for sure. So Swickla does get up, and looks like she's going to be okay.
Good to see that.
So Horkin will check back in. And finally, Sacred Heart will say Swickla is going to be the inbounder. She looks in, gets it up to Sunby. Sunby into the front court, hits the brakes, and has the ball poked away from behind. Binkley knocked it away. Now she gets it back. She's going to drive right to the basket, puts it up. It's good off the glass. Tough shot by Binkley for her 6th point of the game. And a nice run here. That is now a 9-0 run for Kelliher-Northome, and they lead 27-14. With the ball is Horkin yelling out the offensive set. Dribbles off to the right wing, but Thayer is there. Thayer all over her, now driving in, putting up the shot. It's off the mark, but the rebound, Stevens puts it up too strong. A lob pass, Sunby's going to steal it right back. She'll get it out to Horkin. Horkin at the top of the key. Right hand hip-high dribble. Just inside the half-court circle. She's going to reset the offense. Gets a pick, doesn't use it. Spin dribbles, and now she's going to be tied up, and a jump ball is going to be called. Boy, again, these officials just letting them play. Horkin was just clobbered and nothing called.
Yeah, I don't know what the line is right now. What's too physical, what they're letting go? They're letting a lot go right now.
Well, it's this is the part of the game I don't like when you get to the playoffs. The officials basically swallow the whistle, and when you're not used to playing that way all year, now they're letting them just basically play war out there. Now driving into the lane. Oh, there's another foul. Nothing called, and laying it in will be Lundin. That'll be the 4th point of the game for Lundin, and it is a run for the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs. 29-14 is the score. 6:06 remaining. It is an 11-0 run by Kelliher-Northome, and they lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
When you want authentic handmade furniture, look no further than the Amish Gallery. Solid wood construction, superb craftsmanship, and some of the most inspiring designs you'll ever find. All from the leading Amish manufacturers in Holmes County, Ohio and Bern, Indiana. Choose from cherry, oak, quarter-sawn oak, or maple. Plus your choice of fabrics, colors, and hardware when you place a custom order. Only at the Amish Gallery, 4034 South Washington, Grand Forks.
And welcome back. Sacred Heart will have it. A right hand, hip high dribble into the front court. With it is Sunby. Sunby spins, leaves a pass off right wing to Horkin. Horkin gets it inside to Lawrence. Lawrence, a power dribble, puts up the shot. Good clean block by Buntmeyer. Buntmeyer just had her hand straight up, played it perfectly, and gets the block. Now with it there, yelling out, signaling with the left hand, the offensive set. She gets it back, leaves it over to the corner. Lundin drives into the lane. Oh, it looked like she might have been hacked a little bit.
Well, they're letting it go on both sides.
Oh, yeah, they are. There's no doubt about that. It is a hack fest inside. And as a former player, as long as they're consistent, you just got to get used to it a little quicker than both teams are at this point. Now Thayer gets the inbound pass. She puts up the shot from the free throw line. That's off the mark. Rebound Stevens. Leaves it off to Sunby. Sunby, right hand crossover dribble over to the right wing. With it is Horkin. Horkin up to the top of the key. Stevens off to the left wing. It'll go off. Crossover dribble looking is Swickla. Swickla stops, leaves it off to Horkin. Horkin's jumper, that's off the mark. And Sacred Heart just struggling to hit any outside jumpers whatsoever. Coming right back, Lundin just drives right by a defender. Now leaves a pass off. That's going to be grabbed by Horkin. It's a 2-on-1, but Thayer's a speedster, and she's right with the other speedster, Horkin, and Horkin has her shot blocked. And it's going to be grabbed by Kelliher-Northome. They'll speed into the front court with the ball. Along the right wing is Hallstrom. Hallstrom leaves a pass inside. Thayer grabs it. She's double teamed, and there's going to be a push. Oh, they're going to say.
I think they said that Lawrence deflected the ball while her foot was on the out of bounds line.
All right. So this is kind of a complete 180 from last year's game where they called everything. This time they're calling nothing. So it seems to favor Kelliher-Northome so far. But again, every game is different. It would be nice if the games were all called the same, but they're not.
We would love that, wouldn't we?
That would be nice. 4:39 remaining. On to the far sideline, driving in. Pass goes off. Over to the near side to Buntmeyer. She kicks it out. Lundin cuts in, leaves a pass out. A three-pointer is short off the front of the rim, then goes off the glass and in for Hallstrom. Hallstrom gets the three, and it's now 32-14. Kelliher-Northome all over Sacred Heart here to start this ball game, and now with only 4:16 remaining, Kelliher-Northome is in great territory, looking to blow this even wider. Now a shot put up by Bernhoff. That's off the mark. Rebound, Mustangs. They run and gun. No surprise there. Driving into the lane. The layup is missed by Binkley. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Stevens. Stevens outlets the pass. And bringing it up will be Bernhoff. Boy, these Mustangs, they get the ball. There's only one speed, and that is super fast. Lawrence, a no-look bounce pass inside to Stevens, and she puts it in for two. That'll be Stevens' 8th point of the ball game. Sacred Heart now trailing 32-16. There's still a lot of time left, but at the same time, you can't allow something like that to happen as Lundin cuts into the lane and gets a bucket with 3:26 remaining, 34-16. Kelliher-Northome with the lead. Sacred Heart with the ball. With the right-hand dribble. And across the half-court line is Sunby. Sunby greeted by the always dangerous Lundin or Thayer. Both go with the long blonde hair. Now the three-pointer for Arnston, and maybe that'll get Sacred Heart going. Ella gets the three, her first points of the game. 34-19 the score. Kelliher-Northome with the lead. 2:52 remaining in this first half of play. Thayer on the left wing. Leaves a pass off to Burnoff. Up to the top of the key. Or excuse me, not Burnoff. That was Binkley off to Hallstrom, who missed the shot. Rebound, grab. Stevens leaves a pass up to Lawrence. Lawrence picks up the dribble, leaves it over to Sunby at the half-court circle. 2:29 remaining. Sunby spin dribbles, gets a pick, picks up the dribble, leaves it to Lawrence, who makes the leaping grab. Now stops, and a blocking foul is going to be called. And that is going to be on.
That's a
Binkley.
reach. That's her third foul. So now she's going to have to come out.
So Binkley, with 2:19 remaining, picks up her third personal foul. So she'll sit for the remainder of this first half, unless there's a play at the end where it's an offensive. Might have a chance for a last-second shot, but inbound pass. That goes off the fingertips of Burnoff. Going to be stolen away by the Mustangs, and Lundeen spinning as she tried to not have the ball stolen away. Then Bernhoff, she is going to be grabbed. So now they're starting to call, as I think the Mustangs probably trying to get away with a little more, and now they're being hit, and that will be on Thayer. That'll be her first personal. That is the sixth team foul, and we have another timeout on the floor. 2:11 remaining in this first half of play. Kelliher-Northome 34, Sacred Heart 19. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
After the timeout, Sacred Heart will have the ball, trailing 34-19. Can the Eagles finish on a little bit of a run here? They're going to need to. Finley Horkin into the front court. Right hand, hip high dribble. Stops on the right wing. She's hounded by Thayer. Leaves a pass to Stevens. Lobs it inside to Lawrence. She makes the grab underneath the basket. Puts up the shot. It's partially blocked by the Buntmeyer. And the loose ball, after it was knocked away, is going to be picked up by Kelliher-Northome. Driving into the lane, Sunby with a good shoulder tackle there. And Lundeen has it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Sunby.
Well, if they're not going to call it, she's just going to keep doing it.
Exactly. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you said it's a war. That's a pretty accurate statement.
It's a football game right now. That's the best way to put it. On the right wing, Lundeen leaves a pass inside. Now that goes to Thayer. She'll muscle up a shot. That's off the mark. She grabs the ball from her own teammate. Now muscles it up again, and she's going to be fouled. And Thayer right now, she said, they're letting us play. I'm just going to throw my body around. That's exactly what she did there. And she's rewarded as she'll be at the line shooting two. So even when the officials try not to be a part of the game, they are part of the game. And Thayer's first free throw is good.
Hilariously, they're part of the game by what they're not doing.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to what they would be doing.
And Thayer is taking advantage of it, as she should. Just like we said, got to make that change. If they're letting you play, go until they call it. Bernhoft into the front court after the second free throw was missed. It's 35-19. And it's all Kelliher-Northome right now. Now a reach-in foul is going to be called. I believe that'll be on Poxleitner. Nope.
Buntmeyer. She pushed Lawrence in the back.
So that'll be her second personal. That is the seventh team foul, and Lexi Lawrence will be at the line where she'll be shooting the bonus. First free throw for Lawrence. Shot is good. (35-20). And the second free throw for Lawrence is good. She hits both of them. 35-21. Kelliher-Northome with the ball and a 14-point lead. What a first half for Kelliher-Northome. Minute 18 remaining and counting. Thayer up at the top of the key, greeted by Horkin. Now a little three-man weave at the top of the key. Goes back to Thayer. Thayer leaves it up top. Faking the three is Ahlstrom. Now she leaves it off, cutting into the lane. The ball stolen away. Poxleitner had it grabbed out of her hands by Sundby. Sundby in the backcourt. Protecting the ball. She dribbles along the near sideline. Leaves a pass to Bernhoft. Bernhoft with 52 seconds left. 22 seconds left in the shot clock, but we have been nowhere near having to worry about the end of a shot clock in any possession this first half. Orkin dumps a pass off to Sundby. Sundby on the left wing. Leaves it inside to Lawrence. She turns around, puts up the shot. That's short off the front of the rim. Good defense again by Buntmeyer. She's come in and she has played very well in the post. And 30 seconds left. About a half a second differential, if that, between the shot clock and the game clock. And a travel or a foul? It is going to be a travel, as Lundin tried to cut into the lane.
Big opportunity now for the Eagles. You can hold for the last shot and try and take any bit of momentum into the break.
The inbound pass, Horkin wasn't looking for it, and throwing it in was Bernhoft, and then getting the steal in the layup is Poxleitner. Poxleitner saying that was the easiest steal I've had in a long time. Now it'll be 10 seconds left. 37-21. With the ball, Bernhoft, she has it knocked out of her hands, and that's how, oh no, they're going to call a jump ball with 1.1 seconds left, and it'll be Kelliher-Northome ball. The defense by Kelliher-Northome has been, I don't want to say amazing because it's what we expected, but it's been outstanding. It's been next level, that's for sure. If it was possible, I didn't think it was, to pick up their defensive pressure, they did. And the inbound pass, that goes off the hands of Thayer, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play. And what a half it was for Kelliher-Northome. They lead 37-21 at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be back and have the first half scoring, our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, all that and more coming up right after this on KROX.
Looking for an affordable homeownership opportunity in Northwest Minnesota? North Star Neighbors opens the door to homeownership for households that have been priced out of our local markets. From East Grand Forks to Bemidji, Rosa to Red Lake Falls, we have new construction homes available for under $200,000. Learn more about how community land trusts make homeownership affordable at northstarneighbors.org and follow us on Facebook to learn about opportunities near you.
I don't think that everybody wants to lead necessarily, but everybody wants to be a part of a team, and I think we provide that. Blaine Vanosic, I've been at Zavrals for, this is my 23rd season. My dad is an extremely hard worker. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to work, honest work, and provide for my family like he does, and just live a comfortable life. And I found that here at RJ Zavril & Sons. It feels great.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
Well, welcome back to the half, and what a half by Kelliher-Northome. If you're a Mustang fan, you got to be feeling pretty good right now because they looked outstanding. as they have all season long. But you just never know coming into the big game and how things start. It started a little slow for both teams. Both teams came out with some pretty good defensive pressure. But then Kate Theif, no surprise there that we mentioned her name to be the first to really break things open offensively as she scored the first 4 points of the game. Sacred Heart was followed with a basket by Horkin, and then Lexi Lawrence tied at 4. But then after that, it was a nice little run there, and was it 16 to 8? And then they just sort of slowly pulled away the rest of the half for a 37-21 lead for Kelliher-Northome. Taking a look at the scoring, 14 points for Kate Theif, including the first 8 points scored for her team. For the Mustangs, she had the first 8 of the Mustangs' points. Then after that, it was 7 for Hallstrom, 6 points for Binkley, 4 points for Lundin, and 2 for Poxleitner. So that'd be 21, 31, 33, and let's see. There had that one. Then we'll have to double add that up here. But also for Sacred Heart, they were led in scoring off the bench by Bryn Stevens. She had 8 points, 6 points for Lexi Lawrence, then a 3-pointer for Ella Arnston, and Horkin has 2, and that is so that is the scoring there in the first half for the 2 teams. Kelliher-Northome 28-1 on the season. Sacred Heart, they're coming into the game with a record of 25-4 on the year. And Sacred Heart trying to get back to the state tournament. Kelliher-Northome trying to make their first ever state tournament appearance. 37-21 the lead for Kelliher-Northome. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we'll have the scoreboard update. That's going to be coming up next right here on KROX.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Well, let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill. That's at the Crookston Sports Center, right next to the Crookston Sports Center there in the northeast end of Crookston. Great place to grab a bite to eat for lunch or dinner, and a great place to watch a game as well. Right now in state hockey, in the AA semi-final, Rosemount leading Minnetonka 3-2 with 8 minutes left in the second period of that one. Class A in the semifinals, Hibbing Chisholm beat Matamidi 4-2, and Warroad beat Delano by a score of 6-3. Other scores that we have in girls basketball in Double A, 8AA, Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, and Perham. They're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes at Moorhead High School, so not a whole lot to pass along there. But that's who's playing in 8AA. Across the state in the Section 2A, it was Sleepy Eye St. Mary's. They're going to state as they beat Bold 62-60. It was Hillcrest Lutheran Academy beating Breckenridge 67-52. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy going to the state tournament. And Mare Lutheran beat West Lutheran in a battle of the Lutherans, 64-45 in the Section 4A title. And Brahms taking on Pine River Bacchus in Section 5A. That gets underway in just a few minutes at St. Cloud State. So we have three that have already punched their way into the state tournament. And we'll have some more to report. We'll have one. We're a half away from that coming up here. So that is a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. And it sounds like it looks like it'll be the same starting five to start the second half. Sacred Heart, they're going to be going left to right. They're hoping the lid is taken off the basket on that side. So we'll see what they're going to do here as we get ready for the second half. 37-21 Mustangs in the driver's seat. There's no doubt about that. And now the inbound pass, and they'll start off. Thayer gets a steal right away. Behind the back dribble by Thayer. Leaves a pass up, driving in, putting it up off the glass for an easy two will be Poxleitner. That'll be her fourth point in a row. She's on a 4-0 run by herself. And it's a 39-21 lead for Kelliher-Northome. Now with it, Sunby. She tries a spin dribble. Lundeen guarding her. She's all over her. In a legal way, not a fouling way. And now dribbling up to the top. Looking for some room is Swickla. Swickla has the ball kicked away by Poxleitner. And it will still be Sacred Heart ball with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. And we're just 32 seconds into the second half. Kelliher-Northome leading 39-21. Now the inbound pass there knocks it away again, but it's going to be stolen right back by Sunby. Sunby into the front court. Leaves a pass over to the far side to Swickla. Swickla drives in, Risky drives in, has the ball knocked away, leaves it off to Swickla. She'll fire the three. That misses everything, but Sunby's there to grab the rebound. She leaves it back to Swickla. Over to Risky. Risky will drive right into the lane, puts it up, no good. Lawrence with the rebound. She puts it back in, good. So Lexi Lawrence will get the offensive rebound in the putback. That'll be her 10th point of the ball game. And, the Eagles going to need a lot more of that. But as we say that, driving right through the lane and laying it up for an easy bucket and a 41-23 lead right now is Kelliher-Northome. Every time the Eagles score, the Mustangs have a quick answer. Now it'll be the Mustangs again driving into the lane and putting up the shot no good is Lundeen. And then she has the ball knocked away out of bounds after missing the jump shot. And it will be a Mustang ball.
Well, we know Kelliher-Northome's not going to slow down this pace, but can Sacred Heart make these defensive adjustments first?
Yeah, with the ball at the top of the key. Binkley leaves a pass off. Now it'll go inside. The ball's poked away. Horkin picks it up. Horkin, another speedster. She drives in, stops, has the ball knocked away. Last touch by Thayer. And Lundeen. And boy, the hands are so quick by the Mustang players.
And their closing speed is crazy, too. I thought Horkin had the easy step on that and just couldn't quite stay in front of Lundin.
Sundin throws the ball off the back of a Mustang player, so they'll get a new inbound. This time Lundin saying, you're not going to do it again. I'm going to keep an eye on you. And now spinning into the lane is Lawrence, and she'll put it in for two. Lexi Lawrence with the basket. 16:03, just 2 minutes into the second half. 41-25. Kelliher-Northome with the lead. A pass goes off left wing. With the ball is Hallstrom. Hallstrom leaves it off to Lundin underneath the basket. Bounces a pass that goes through the legs of Poxleitner, but picking it up, a nice crossover dribble. Binkley reverse layup, no good off the side of the rim. It goes out of bounds. Boy, that was a heck of an effort there by Binkley. I didn't think she had a chance to even get a shot off. Next thing you know, she's almost making it. 2 minutes, 18 seconds into this second half of play. Kelliher-Northome leading 41-25. Bringing the ball up will be Horkin. Horkin just inside the half-court circle. Crossover dribble off to the right wing. Now leaves a pass to Sundby, and there's going to be a reach-in foul, and that is going to be on Lundin. That'll be Lundin's second personal foul.
I'm interested to see if there's going to be any change in how this second half is officiated compared to the first half after they let pretty much everything go in the first half until the final few minutes.
Inbound pass goes to Sundby over to the far side, and it's going to be tipped away as Horkin tried to get it inside. Sacred Heart, the passing is just not against a team like Kelliher-Northome. You got to go with a little pass fake every once in a while. Now the pass goes to Lawrence. Lawrence will go right to the basket, puts it up off the back of the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound, gets the bucket and the foul. As she is fouled by Poxleitner, I believe the foul will be on. Lawrence with her 6th point of the half already. It is on Poxleitner, her first personal.
Lawrence has been playing very well down low, getting these offensive rebounds, making these shots, and she's responsible if this free throw goes in, which it does, for 15 of Sacred Heart's 28 points.
So 15 points now for Lexi Lawrence, 41-28. Just like that, it's a 13-point deficit for Sacred Heart. Just shy of 3 minutes into the second half. Now the pass goes inside. Sundby steals it away right out of the hands of Hallstrom. Now off to Horkin. Horkin on the far sideline. Leaves it inside to Stevens, but the pass was way too high. Thayer gets the pass up to Lundin, and now it's going to be a jump ball. What tremendous hands by Leah Sundby. Wow.
And Sundby is all over the place, whether it be the shoulder check or the jump ball. Her defense has been phenomenal tonight.
Now the inbound pass, that's going to go to Thayer. She has it knocked away, regains control, a little around the back pass of Lawrence. And then Sundby has it. She has it poked away. And now behind the back dribble over for Binkley. Binkley lobs it over to Thayer. A three, in and out, no good. Rebound is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Swickla. Swickla going to bring it up. She's going to speed into the front court. She hits the brakes on the right wing, still with the dribble. Now picks it up, looking into Lawrence. Nobody guards her, so she fires the three and hits it. Izzy Swickla with her first points of the game. 41-31. It's a 10-point deficit with 14-16 remaining. What a run to start the second half here for Sacred Heart. They have scored 8 straight. Now coming back is Lundin. Her shot is missed. Lawrence and Thayer fighting for the ball, and a jump ball. The possession arrow in favor of Sacred Heart. Momentum in favor of the Eagles.
Let's see if they can keep this up. Still tons and tons of time. 14 minutes is an eternity.
That it is. Especially if you're a fan and have no nails left.
The blood pressure is going up already.
Top of the key. This is why we love high school sports. Nothing better than this. High school basketball, high school hockey. We've seen a lot of great games this year. But no matter how great the regular season games are, nothing beats tournament time. Even though I had to watch my son's last game last night in basketball. That was a tough one. But he played hard. And that's all you can ask from the kids. Just play hard. Whatever happens, happens. And now Sunbee's going to be upended. Sunbee, she's a slippery one.
She's elusive. She's fast, lightning quick with her hands, and just a disruptor.
And by the way, that's going to be the third foul on Lundeen. So you have 3 fouls on Lundeen, 3 on Binkley. So fouls starting to add up here as the game goes along. Stevens gets the pass tipped to her, skips a pass over to Sunbee. A 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound. Lawrence tried to get she did get a finger on it. And it's grabbed, though, by the Mustangs. They'll push it up. Lundeen with it. Back over to Binkley. Binkley onto the baseline. Kicks it out over to Hallstrom. Hallstrom back to Lundeen. Boy, behind the back, a crossover dribble. Now leaves it over to Binkley. Binkley cuts in, puts it up. Good. Boy, did they need that. And what a drive by Binkley. 43-31. Northome Kelliher with the lead. 13:08 remaining. With the ball. Driving into the lane and putting up the shot off the mark is Arnston. A rebound. They're going to
over the back. Yeah. Over the back on Lawrence.
Well, there is no over the back, Gabe.
Oh, what foul is it then?
That was discontinued about 10 years ago. It's they just call it a push now.
Ah, my apologies.
And an official, if you ever say over the back, they'll look at you and give you the stink eye.
Well, good thing they weren't looking at me.
So a pushing foul. Dribbling along the near sideline on the left wing. With it up to the top of the key. Binkley cuts into the lane, puts up the shot. That's too strong. Rebound, though. Thayer has it tipped to her. She puts it up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Oh, last touch, they say, by Sacred Heart. So the Mustangs will have it. They'll inbound. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now pass, driving in, and Thayer, she got it right in the middle of the paint, and as soon as she gets it, it's just boom. She takes off and lays it in for 2. That'll be her first points of the second half, believe it or not. 45-31, back to a 14-point lead for Kelliher-Northome. Now at the top of the key with the ball is Risky. Risky dumps a pass. That's going to be stolen away. Another lazy pass, and Kelliher-Northome steals it, and driving in is Thayer. She has back-to-back buckets, and a timeout going to be called by Sacred Heart. 47-31, Kelliher-Northome only 12-12 away from heading to their first ever state girls basketball tournament. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston.
12-12 remaining. Still, as Gabe said earlier, a ton of time left still. 16 points. Not insurmountable by any means, but if you're not taking care of the ball, Sacred Heart, I would say probably 16 points maybe, just straight off of turnovers for Kelliher-Northome in this game, and there's the difference right there. And I didn't pick that number. I just threw it out as maybe a rough shot estimate. Now Sunbee with a 3. That's too strong. She gets her own rebound at the top of the key. Leaves it to Horkin. Back to Sunbee. Back to Horkin at the top. Horkin fakes left, drives right, puts it up off the glass. Good. Finley Horkin, her 4th point of the game. So Horkin with the drive in the basket. Coming back is Kelliher-Northome slowly. Hey, we don't say that describing Kelliher-Northome very often, but they're just walking it up into the front court. Gets a pass off to Hallstrom. Now to Binkley. Binkley cuts in, leaves it up. It goes to the top of the key. Now back to Hallstrom. To Thayer. Thayer leaves it back over to the far side to Buntmeyer. Buntmeyer, nice up and under. Leaves a pass inside, but it's too low. And the ball knocked around. And
jump ball.
This has got to be a or record for jump balls in a section championship. Well, it's probably nowhere.
We had 10?
Yeah.
11?
Especially the first half. That was crazy. And that tells you both teams really getting after it. That's what it tells you. Now the shot clock violation. They're trying to do a baseball pass.
It was on line, just too tall. I was at the back angle, watched the ball overhead. I'm like, oh, there's no way this is going in.
So it's a 47-33 lead for Kelliher-Northome. Sacred Heart with the ball. Horkin at the top of the key. She had a bucket last offensive possession. Leaves it to Sunby. Back to Horkin. She fires a three off the side of the rim. Rebound grab by Binkley. Binkley speeds into the front court. She drives all the way in, and Lawrence swats it away. Inbounding underneath the basket will be Kelliher-Northome. So that took 5 seconds from one side of the court to the other with two defenders right on her side. That's how fast this Kelliher-Northome team is. Now a three-pointer far side is good for Hallstrom. That'll be her 10th points.
Called a 2.
Oh, a long two-pointer. 9 points. 49-33. Back to a 16-point lead for Kelliher-Northome. Now Sunby with a three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stevens, and it will be Kelliher-Northome ball. Getting close to the halfway point here with 10:22 remaining. 9 minutes is the halfway point. 49-33 lead. Kelliher-Northome feeling all season long this was their year, and it just might be. 2026 is the year of the Mustang. Now Sunby, after the ball turned over, she'll bring it into the front court, crosses over, leaves a pass, and that's why the ball was almost picked off, because another foul. That's going to be on Binkley, and that's going to be her 4th foul. That is the 4th foul on Kylie Binkley. So if you're, well, no, the Mustangs are going to get Binkley out here. I was going to say, if Binkley stays in, you take it right at her. So now Poxleitner checks back in. And it has been great minutes by the Buntmeyer. Pass over to the near side. It goes inside. Lawrence puts up the shot, and she's going to be fouled. I believe it's going to be on Thayer, who gave a good old karate chop trying to get the ball, but got a lot of arm. But Thayer will pick up her 2nd personal foul. At the line is Lawrence. And the first free throw is off the mark. 9:55 remaining in the ball game and for the season for one of these teams. Lawrence's 2nd free throw, that's good. 45-34. Or 49-34. Can't read my own writing. Now into the front court with the ball. Top of the key there. Leaves a pass off. Buntmeyer's going to try a three. No good. Rebound is grabbed, though, by Hallstrom. She turns around and puts it back in. 11 points now for Hallstrom. She has had a fantastic game. 51-34. Pass inside. Lawrence leaves it out near sideline to Horkin. Her three off the front of the rim. She gets her own rebound. Stops on the baseline, leaves it off to Stevens. Stevens with a long two. That's off the mark. Boy, Sacred Heart cannot get any of their long-range jump shots to go. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart. The Eagles have just not been able to settle in comfortably. And you have to give all the credit to Kelliher-Northome, because they have Sacred Heart probably feeling like they never have a chance, even if they do, to get a shot off. Now it's Buntmeyer. She is tripped up. And the ball rolls right into the hands of Sunby. Sunby, behind the back dribble on the right wing. Leaves it to Lawrence. Lawrence stops and a travel, yes. Good defense again by Kelliher-Northome.
Even when they look like they're back behind a half step, they close in and they just cause problems on these breakaway drives, these transition plays. They get back so fast, and Sacred Heart just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, they are a nightmare to have to play against, because you never have a second to take a breath. You constantly have to be on alert. Now Thayer drives into the lane, leaves a pass off. Buntmeyer again, a baseline jumper. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is Stevens had it, and was able to sort of tip it out over to Lawrence. Now to Sundby. Sundby brings it up. Gets it over to Horkin. Horkin into the ball, kicks it over to Sundby. Her three, that's off the front of the rim. Rebound is popped loose, and it's going to be picked up near side by Hallstrom. She'll bounce a pass over to Thayer. That's another thing. Kelliher-Northome, they have been outstanding passing the ball. Now driving in for a layup will be Thayer. How does Thayer get that wide open as she lays it in for two?
I think that might have been Lundeen who scored that basket.
Okay, thank you. Should be outlawed to have long blonde ponytails if you look the same. Her and Lundeen look very similar from way up here. Now a three-pointer is rattled home by Swickla.
And they finally got one of those to go. Let's see if they can opens up the rim, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. 7:45 remaining in this ball game. On the left wing, behind the back dribble by, they're getting a little handsy there with Swickla. Nothing called. Now Poxleitner jumps on top of her. And are they finally going to call a foul? And they will.
Man, they went so long without calling something there. I probably would have called 5 fouls in that time period.
That is for sure.
I mean, how long was Swickla on the floor with her legs trapped?
Well, and before that, Swickla gave a good old little bounce, and she got away with a foul. But like we said, they're being about as even, I guess, as you could be, and now we're going to have a substitution.
We have a couple medical things here. We have Buntmeyer with blood on her arm, and then Lydia Risky had a sudden bloody nose and just came out of the locker room from that. So there's some bumps and bruises being had on this floor.
Emma Wang, a sophomore, checking in, I believe. This is for the first time. Now off to the left wing. Boy, there's some pushing and shoving between Swickla and Poxleitner there. Nothing called. Both fans wanted something called. Now it's Horkin. She tries a pass, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Binkley with those 4 fouls, not afraid. Well, it's pretty easy when you're leading by 16 and 7:16 remaining not to be afraid, but she almost picked up foul number 5. Pass goes, and whoever she's guarding, you go right at her. Pass off left wing, goes over to Swickla. She fakes the pass, now cuts into the free throw line, leaves it to Horkin. Horkin with a runner, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it back in, good. Horkin with her 6th point of the game. 6:55 remaining, 53-39. If you're a Mustang fan, this clock seems like it's taken forever to count down. Now, what a steal, or a tied up by Swickla. And that is a good call. We've been sort of questioning the officials on what they call. Just from our vantage point, Swickla grabbed the ball, and it was an awkward thing as she grabbed the ball and pulled back. It looked way worse than it actually was, but Swickla with great hands. At the top of the key, Binkley leaves a pass off to Hallstrom. Her 3 hits off the rim a couple times. Rebound, though, grabbed by Binkley, and she puts it in. An offensive rebound in the putback for Binkley. That'll be her 12th point of the ball game. 55-39. After the offensive rebound and putback, 6:25 remaining. Now down to 6:20. Bernhoff, pass goes inside. Stevens, she turns around, puts it up off. That's off the side of the rim. No good. And a good defense there by Wang, who just checked in. Now a long pass into the front court. Bounce inside to Wang. She turns around, puts up the shot. Might have been partially blocked, but grabbing the rebound. Guess who? That's Thayer, and she puts it in for her 22nd point of the ball game. And Bernhoff, she is down underneath the basket, and it looks like she might have an ankle issue. So we're going to take an injury timeout. Catch our breath here, because I have a feeling the final 5 minutes and 59 seconds going to be a horse race. It's going to be back and forth, up and down. 57-39, Kelliher-Northome with the lead. 5:59 remaining over Sacred Heart. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Rather than focusing on one particular specialty, the folks at Phil Thompson & Associates work as a team by providing a variety of financial services. The result is the convenience and efficiency of being able to do all your financial business in one place. Call or stop in for a visit anytime. See for yourself what they have to offer. Stop in and visit any of their 3 area offices. Phil Thompson and Associates, located in Crookston, Warren, and East Grand Forks.
Well, we had a medical break there, but unfortunately for the trainer, she has been running every which way but loose here. So she wasn't able to come out because she was attending to another player. So Bernhoft had to just sort of tough it out and walk off without being looked at. That's how hard these two teams are playing. They are getting after it here. Now it'll be Horkin. She gets the pass, drives into the lane. Poxleitner knocks the ball away. Horkin picks it back up to Swickla. Swickla puts up a shot way too strong. Rebound is grabbed by Kelliher-Northome. They'll dump the ball. It goes up into the front court, over to the near sideline to Binkley. Binkley with a three, too strong. Rebound, Hallstrom though. Hallstrom bounce pass inside, and now a foul is going to be called on Swickla, I believe. It is. First personal.
Only 2 team fouls for Sacred Heart with 5:38 to go, so they have 4 fouls to give. If the clock gets any lower, that might be a problem. They've been good so far.
So it'll be a steal. Swickla going to bring it up into the front court. Crosses the half-court line. Dribbles off over to the right wing. Sunby coming over. Now a bounce pass goes to Horkin inside to Lawrence. Lawrence, a power dribble, but dribbled off her foot, lost the handle on the ball, and it'll be a turnover on Sacred Heart. Well, after getting the right arm taped up with a cut, again, these courts that they put together, and this is an older court, the Thief River Falls court, might be about time to maybe either refinish or get a new one. Easy for me to spend other people's money. 57-39 the score, 5:06 remaining. On the baseline, pass goes off, far side. Lundin with a three, that's off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Lawrence. So Sacred Heart, if they're going to do something, they have to do it now. 4:54 remaining. They trail 57-39. Bringing the ball up. Horkin, crossover dribble, cuts right to the lane, puts it up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart. And it'll be Kelliher-Northome ball. On the flip side, the Mustangs, they're looking to give themselves a little insurance room here.
Can never be too safe in the championship. Just keep the gas pedal going.
Exactly. Pass goes off right wing. With the ball is Hallstrom. Leaves it. Free throw line jumper. That's off the back of the rim. No good. Horkin with the rebound. So the jumper off the mark for Buntmeyer. Arnston on the right wing. Leaves it up to Horkin at the top of the key. 4:15 remaining. Pass inside to Lawrence. Lawrence tries to turn around, but a reach-in foul is going to be called. That'll be on Thayer, I believe. Yes, it is. That'll be her third. (57-39). At the line will be Lawrence. Shooting the bonus, as that's the 7th team foul, and the free throw is good. Hits the rim and then bounces in. Sacred Heart definitely not out of it, but they need to score a bunch of points quick, and even harder, try to stop Kelliher-Northome from scoring. Both free throws are good. Lawrence now has 18 points. Bringing the ball up will be the Mustangs. Pass goes off to Binkley. Now into the baseline. It'll go to Hallstrom. Hallstrom back to Binkley. Binkley cuts into the paint. Leaves a pass off right wing. Thayer looking for a 23rd point. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Lexi Lawrence. It went off her fingertips, and I think it went off the toe of a Mustang player. Lawrence tried to grab it as it was right in front of her, and it went off her fingertips, so it'll still be Kelliher-Northome ball. 3:54 remaining in the game. 57-41. Kelliher-Northome with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
After the timeout, it's the Mustang ball as they're going to bring it in. On the right wing, Lundeen leaves a pass over to the far sideline. It goes to Binkley. Lundeen now to Thayer. Thayer spins, leaves it back to Lundeen. Now to Binkley at the top of the key. She kicks it back to Lundeen. A bounce pass inside. The ball is loose, and another jump ball is going to be called. The possession arrow in favor this time of Sacred Heart.
So Mustangs in no rush right now. They're using that possession and probably the rest of them to try and milk as much clock as possible. 16 points might feel like a lot, but especially with these Eagles, that could disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah, you take as much of that 35-second shot clock as you can. That's about the only time Kelliher-Northome's going to slow things down.
And I bet Coach Waldo thinks that clock is running 10 times slower.
And every fan of Kelliher-Northome, that's for sure. Players, they don't realize it. They are just worried about the task at hand, stopping the Eagles or scoring. Depends offense or defense. Now we'll have a blocking foul. That's going to be called on Buntmeyer. That'll be her third foul. And Lexi Lawrence at the line where she's going to be shooting the bonus once more. And the free throw is good. 57-42. So that is about 50 seconds in between points for Sacred Heart, and Kelliher-Northome, they'll take that any day here, the final 3:22. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, coming away with it is Hallstrom. Then she has the ball knocked away, but then is able to get it over to Binkley. Binkley into the front court, kicks it off. It'll go up to Lundeen. Lundeen at the top, leaves it off to the left wing. Over to Buntmeyer. Buntmeyer back over to Binkley. Binkley into the far corner. Looking around. Dribbling up will be Lundeen. Leaves it off to Binkley. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Back over on the right wing to Buntmeyer. Her pass is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart was, last touch by Kelliher-Northome, and it'll be Sacred Heart ball.
Though they did turn it over, that's another 30 seconds off the clock, so now you're under 2:50.
Bringing it up. 2:47 and counting remaining. Horkin, top of the key. Kelliher-Northome with the lead, 57-42. Another steal. Thayer, full speed behind the back dribble. Zips a pass to Binkley. She puts it up. It's good, and the foul. What an exclamation point by Kelliher-Northome. At the line, trying for a three-point play will be Binkley, who has 14 points, looking for her 15th point. And the free throw is good. Three-point play with 2:36 remaining, 60-42. Kelliher-Northome, 2.5 minutes away from advancing to the state tournament for the first time in program history. Now at the top of the key, dribbling off, bounce pass goes to Sunby. Sunby stops, fires up a three. That's off the back of the rim, hits the front of the rim, and goes in good. So Sunby gets the three-pointer. 2:16 remaining. 60-45 is the score. So not out of it yet, but slim, I would say, is the best chance here. Well, we're going to keep it here during this break. Let's take a look at our scoreboard as we're getting down to the end here. And girls basketball, Class AA, 8AA, Perham leading Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. 12-8, 13 minutes left there. So as expected, a good one in 8AA early on especially. In case you're wondering, Providence Academy going back to the state tournament. They won the 5AA championship 97-60. That's why they're ranked number 1. And let's see here. And girls Class A basketball going to state are Mare Lutheran, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Sleepy Eye St. Mary's. They beat Bold by 2, 62-60. And this is the only other championship going on right now. And Bram and Pine River Bacchus, they're playing at St. Cloud State. That just got underway. 2:16 remaining, 60-45. Kelliher-Northome, this will be the longest 2:16 of their lives. Into the front court, with it is Binkley. Lobs a pass up to Thayer. She leaves it in underneath. Putting up the shot too strong is Buntmeyer, and Sacred Heart comes away with it. Horkin speeds into the front court. Stops on the right wing. Leaves a pass to Arnson. She'll take the 3. It's too strong off the back iron. Rebound. Tapped out. It's loose. And Sunby comes away with it. She tries to get it off. It's knocked away. And it'll be a good tic-tac-toe 2-on-1 passing. Oh, that is
wow.
A master class in 2-on-1 breaks.
That was amazing.
There. And Hallstrom. Bang, bang, bang. And laying it in for 2. Her 22nd point of the game is there. Every coach is going to take that and say, this is how you do it. Top of the key, with it is Stevens. Stevens drives in, puts up the shot. That's swatted away. Boy, Hallstrom having some nice final seconds of the game. A shot put up by Sunby. That's off the mark. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Thayer. Thayer fell down. Lexia Lawrence came over to, she was going to try to help her up, but tough to do that when you're on your belly. But both teams have showed great sportsmanship throughout the game, even though they're getting after it. This is one of the most physical and games I've seen in a 8A championship game in a long time. And both teams have left it all out there. Now a fadeaway jumper for Stevens. That's off the mark. Lawrence is tied up with Buntmeyer, and a jump ball called. And with 66 seconds left in the game, Kelliher-Northome leading 62-45. And how about that number? 45 points for Sacred Heart. What a defensive effort here by the Mustangs. Pass bounces in, driving into the lane, putting it up, missing the layup is Hallstrom. Rebound put back up, no good by Thayer, of course. She's everywhere. I think the only thing she hasn't done is sold something at the concession stand here tonight.
She should be getting things for free.
Well, she could go up there and grab something. Nobody would know. She's too quick. 62-45. Thayer hits the first free throw. $23 points for Thayer. Second free throw is good. Make it 24. And a timeout called by Kelliher-Northome. We'll take a break. 53.1 seconds left in the season for Sacred Heart. 53.1 seconds left before Kelliher-Northome is crowned section champions. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Welcome to Hope Therapy, where we specialize in therapy for pediatrics. From speech to occupational and physical therapies, we invite you to experience our welcoming environment, where our professional therapists treat you like family. Everyone deserves the gift of hope. Experience it today and learn how we can help your child thrive.
Best wishes to the Sacred Heart Eagles during today's playoff game from everyone at Hope Therapy.
Well, a quick hockey update. State hockey, Minnetonka and Rosemount tied at 3 in overtime. Some exciting hockey at Grand Casino Arena. Sunby dumps a pass off right wing to Stevens. Stevens kicks it off to Risky. Risky with the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Thayer. She leaves it out to Binkley. 37 seconds left. Binkley stutter step drives. Puts it up off the glass. Good. 66-45. Largest lead of the game for Kelliher-Northome. 25 seconds left. And the coaches celebrating, rightfully so. The Mustang fans on their feet, giving their team a standing ovation, and they deserve it. Sunby driving into the lane. A right-hand scoop shot. That's off the mark. Rebound Thayer. 8 seconds left. Thayer has it knocked away, and a foul is going to be called on Izzy Swickla. That'll be the 5th foul on Sacred Heart. And it's almost celebration time for the Mustang faithful. Now checking into the game. Checking out will be Buntemeyer. Checking in will be Emily Maston, a senior, so she gets out on the floor. Nice job by Coach Waldo. And that is it. The ball goes flying in the air, and the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs are your Section 8A champions. A 66-45 victory over the Sacred Heart Eagles, knocking off the defending section champs who ended their season last year in this same game. And you can hear the Mustang crowd. Now the teams will shake hands, and we're going to keep it here throughout the entire post-game or the awards ceremony. They'll have that coming up. And Reed Froyland, the golden tones that you've been hearing on the PA, we'll be listening to him as he introduces each player, and we'll zoom in and get each player getting their medals. We'll also talk with both coaches. We'll talk with some players for Kelliher-Northome as well. That's all going to be coming up here in our post-game show. We have full post-game show coverage right here on KROX Radio and at KROX TV. Congratulations to the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, making their first ever state tournament appearance in girls basketball. And hats off to them. They win 66-45. And on the flip side, hats off to the Sacred Heart Eagles. An outstanding season for them as well. Okay, and here we go. We're going to send it down to Reed Froyland.
At this time, we would like to present the individual medals and team plaques. The Section 8A runners-up and champions. Presenting awards tonight are Sacred Heart High School Activities Director Logan Latovsky and Kelliher-Northome Activities Director Dan Alto. They are assisted by Todd Selk, Executive 8A Committee of the Minnesota State High School League. The Section 8A runners-up are the Sacred Heart High School Eagles. Would members of the official squad please step forward as your name is called to receive your individual medal. Number 1, Ella Arnson. Number 2, Finley Horkin. Number 3, Leah Sundby. Number 4, Stella Risky. Number 5, Lydia Risky. Number 10, Izzy Swickla. Number 12, Audrey Anderson. Number 13, Greta Effhauser. Number 15, Bryn Stevens. Number 21, Lexi Lawrence. Number 23, Kate Bernhoft. Number 24, Claire Adolfson. Number 30, Mackenzie Gerswold. Number 31, Kinley Novacek. Number 32, Avery Choate. Student manager, Lauren Erickson. Assistant coach, Daryl Wilson. Assistant coach, Rhea Rude. Assistant coach, Scott Brecky. And head coach, Brian Lowe. And now with the captains of the Sacred Heart Eagles, please come forward to receive your Section 8A runner-up trophy. Congratulations to the Eagles on an outstanding season. The Section 8A champions are the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs. Would members of the official roster please step forward as your name is called to receive your individual championship medal. Number 0, Kate Thayer. Number 1, August Poxleitner. Number 2, Bristol Binkley.
Listen to that crowd of the Mustangs.
Number 3, Bella Elhard. Number 4, Emma Wang. Number 5, Kenna Lateral. Number 10, Kaya Buntemeyer. Number 11, Allie Lundeen. Number 20, Lily Rawson. Number 21, Peyton Heidi. Number 23, Emily Maston. Number 32, Lexi Hallstrom. Number 34, Kylie Binkley. Number 42, Charlie Hallstrom. Student manager, Alandis Hosley. Student manager, Allie Hosley. Assistant coach, Bob Steuven. And head coach, Kevin Waldo. And now, would the captains of the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs please step forward to receive your Section 8A Championship trophy. The Kelliher-Northome Mustangs will represent Section 8 in the Minnesota State Class A Girls Basketball Tournament, March 12th through 14th at Maturi Pavilion and Williams Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our awards ceremony. We remind fans to please stay off the playing surface until the nets have been cut down. Thank you for attending the Section 8A Girls Basketball Tournament here at the Ralph. Remember to buckle up and drive home safely. And congratulations, Mustangs.
And that is Reed Froylan. We thank him for allowing us to do that. Mr. Reed Froylan, he's I call him a legend. He all the things that he does. He did it at the Crookston School District. Now doing it at the Thief River Falls School District. He is good. But one of the neat takeaways there was if you saw, well, you could see it on KROX TV. The team rushed over to the student bodies right after they got their trophy, and now they're going to get to cut the nets down. Let's see. We'll try to see if we can get maybe a player or two. Kate Thayer was the first to cut it down, and maybe we can grab a couple players for Kelliher-Northome, and Coach Waldo will be the last to cut down the net. But we'll try to see if we can get a couple. If not, they might want to watch their teammates too, but we'll wait and see. And we'll see if Gabe can get somebody there. And while they're waiting by. Oh, here we go.
I'm with Kate Thayer here. 44 points in the semifinals, 23 points in this one. And for the first time, your team is going to the state tournament. How does that feel for you?
It's so surreal. It's amazing. I don't know how to explain it. I knew we could do it, but we just had to work.
Had this whole group here, got here last year, didn't go over the hump, but now when did you realize that this was a special team?
Probably in elementary school.
Well, now that's as a senior, you get to go out on a high and head out to the state tournament. And are you looking forward to more games with all these teammates of yours?
Yes, I can't wait to get a couple more games with this group.
How do you feel about your coach right now? Are you sick of him yet?
No.
And then last kind of question for you. You had a lot of individual efforts, getting a lot of big-time points, but how much fun has it kind of been just to be with everybody and especially with all your senior classmates, especially all the way down to the freshmen too?
It's so much fun growing up with the seniors and seeing the underclassmen step up.
You guys think you can win this thing?
Yes, of course.
We love that. Congratulations, Kate. Go enjoy with your team.
Thank you so much.
I'll see who else I can get.
Okay, the Mustangs hold the Sacred Heart Eagles to 45 points in the game, and that is the lowest total Sacred Heart has scored all season long. So the Mustangs, who averaged a bunch of points all season long, it wasn't the offense that did it. It was the defense that did it here this evening, and they're going to have Sacred Heart having nightmares about their defense all night long. Now we go back down to the court with Gabe Bishop.
Now here with Charlie Hallstrom. And Charlie, you were taking on a Sacred Heart team with a post player a little bit taller than you, but you found out a way to win this game. What did it take for you guys to finally get over that hump?
Well, we kind of had a game plan, like the way we were going to guard her and went about it. And it was a lot of help from our guards too, not just the post. So that's what we did to overcome it. So.
Your defense has been lethal, running all over the place. I don't know how you guys don't get tired. You guys does Coach Waldo condition you a lot, make you run all over the floor?
Yeah, the beginning of the season, that's basically all it is conditioning. So, yeah, we work hard in the summer too. So.
Well, it's gotten you to this point. Now you get to go to the state tournament for the first time in program history. How does that feel for you?
It's amazing. Like, it doesn't feel real.
So you get a few more games remaining with your fantastic team and the crowd behind you, all the supporters. How much has the crowd meant to you?
Our supporters are everything. Like, seeing all these people here it makes me so happy.
And now you get to create some more moments now in the state tournament, and you believe you can win this thing?
Yeah, I do.
Well, congratulations, Charlie. You can go celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Gabe. And as you can tell, some pretty excited young ladies there, and deservedly so. What a game they put together here as they beat Sacred Heart 66-45, the final score, and just a big game for the Mustangs. And now we're going to send it back down to the floor as Gabe has another Mustang.
We've got Kylie Binkley here with us, and I was at the game in December when you scored your 2,000th point against Climax Fisher. And now after that fantastic moment, you have another one where you get to go to the state tournament. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. We've always wanted this, and now that we got it, it feels great to get it as a team. We're so excited.
You guys believed throughout the course of the season that this was the team that could do it?
Yep, we thought it for years on now.
I know you were very close at the end of last year. How much did that kind of ring in your head when you were getting ready for this one?
We knew we had to bring it. Like, we lost last year, so we knew we had to fight even harder this year, and we did it.
How much fun is it to play with all these girls, all your classmates, and how happy are you to get a few more games left with them?
It's so much fun. They're like family to me, so to play extra games with them is just great.
And lastly, you believe you can win this thing?
Yes, yes, you can.
Well, they're all chanting for Coach Waldo, who's getting an interview the other way to go climb the net. I'll let you go and celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
I want to zoom in on this.
Well, there's Coach Waldo climbing up on to do the last cut on the net in his 12th year as head coach. And there it is. Well, he's got to do a little cleaning up. And
it's like he's never done this before.
I think he's being too nice there. He's getting all the extra strands, cleaning up after himself, wants to be a good champ there. But congratulations to the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs as they come away with the section champion. How about that? Putting the net around the coach's neck, and the Mustangs, they're going to pose for a team picture there, and I'll have Gabe get a team picture.
Yeah, they're doing picture first, and then I'll
Yep.
go and get Waldo.
And we'll hear from the coach, and it looks like we'll try to get Coach Lowe at some point. Looks like So congratulations to the Mustangs of Kelliher-Northome. As they're taking the team picture right at center court as they get ready to go down. They're going to play at the Maturi Pavilion. We don't know what time. That'll all depend on when they have the seating. That'll be held this weekend. So, but Kelliher-Northome, they're going to get a 1 or 2. I don't see how they could not. So they're going to be one of the top 2 seeds. I would be surprised if – I shouldn't say they're going to be. They should be. And what I think, but being ranked number 2, only 1 loss on the season, and they've had some nice wins. They beat Duluth Marshall, beat them. I shouldn't even started here, but they've got some impressive wins. They played a tougher schedule this year. Oh, now pictures are done, I guess. There we go. The crowd, the fans storm the court. And there they go. Get to celebrate there. So, and now I think Gabe's going to try to get Coach Waldo. And here we go. We'll send it down to the court. And Gabe Bishop. Gabe?
I'm with Coach Waldo here with the fans that are going to keep celebrating here. You were celebrating with maybe a minute and a half left, but I bet that clock went as slow as molasses for you in the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, the last 18 minutes and at halftime, I told them, start over, right? We're 0-0. We fight. They're going to fight. And they did. They fought. They cut it down to 10. I told them it was going to happen. And then we just were able to pull away. But in a game like this, you never think it's over until it's over. With about 30 seconds on the clock, I was pretty sure it was over. But you didn't want to count your chickens yet. But, I mean, it was a great feeling.
You've had a fantastic season this year, now 29-1, and off to a great start, and you kind of never let it go. How important was that start for you to get that momentum and keep it for the remainder of the contest?
Yeah, defensively, I mean, we just fought. We battled. We put them in tough position. We pressured them the entire time. We told them this year we're playing our game, not their game. I think last year we tried to do what they did and tried to stop what they did. And we're like, no, they're going to stop what we do tonight. And it was a great feeling, and we worked hard. Allie worked hard. Kylie, Kate, Augie, Charlie, Kaya when she came in. I mean, they all worked their butt off. Emma was in there for a minute, got a couple stops. I mean, it just the feeling is great. I mean, the feeling for them, these kids deserve it. Our community deserves it. These kids work so hard, and I know everyone says that, but I mean, we see it every day. The first ones in the gym, last ones to leave, just work their butt off.
You've been a coach now for 12 years. You've seen a lot of different senior classes come in, but it's been a big senior class that's kind of led you to this point. You couldn't quite get there last year, but you've started to summarize it a little bit. How does it feel, especially with this group of girls, to get there this year?
They deserve it. I mean, I think they just work so hard. I mean, we put the time in the summer. I think last year when we lost this game, they were at this point where they're like, it was hard. It was tough for them. It took them time to get over it. And then we battled this summer. We played tougher teams. We traveled to the cities. We traveled to Wisconsin. We just put in the time to get better. And, they just wanted to get better, and they wanted to get back to this point so they could have this feeling.
So now you got to prepare for those tougher teams again and what that tough schedule is supposed to bring for you for your first state tournament appearance in program history. And you mentioned the community. I'm sure they're going to be coming out in spades for you.
Yeah, I think they'll all be there. They'll follow, and I mean, it's hard to think about, but I mean, you have to think about it. So we've thought about it, and we talked to the girls about this and said, why just get there, right? You might as well go win it if you're going to go. So you've been one of the better teams in the state all season. Your only loss is to the best team in state. Let's go win it. Let's go show them who we are. And they have that feeling too. And that's why today, you know, we didn't have a big send off. We didn't have a big parade through the school. We had support from our people, but we just wanted to finish the job. And that's what the girls wanted. And that's what we wanted for them.
Well, you finished this job, and now a new job starts as you go into the state tournament. What's the first thing you're really going to be looking at after you finally celebrate with your team and your coaches and your community?
We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to have fun. Then tomorrow we'll find out who we play, and then we'll start battling for that. And I think we'll be prepared, you know, for whoever we played. We played a tough schedule this year. Went down, played McCray, Mountain Iron, teams that went to state last year, and we played them tough, and we beat a lot of them. And those are the teams that are going to be at state. So we know we just got to go fight.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the big-time win. And
Gabe, ask him about holding Sacred Heart to only 45 points.
I will ask you one more. Question here. Got a feed there. You have done fantastic defensively throughout the course of the year, and you just held one of the top teams in the state to 45 points, one of their lowest points totals that I can remember in my time up here. And just how did you do that? We're a little bit dumbfounded watching how good your defense played tonight.
Just pressure. Put pressure on. Don't gamble. Don't get those, you know, don't need to get a steal all the time. And like, I mean, you get the pressure, you put the pressure on, and then steals come from the other way, right? You know, Kate gets a ton of steals, and she does a great job of it. But when Allie and Kylie and Charlie and Augie are putting pressure on their girls, they force a bad pass, and then we just jump on that pass, and it leads to a layup the other way. And it's a fun feeling. It's what we've done all year and what we continue to do.
Think this defensive performance here can definitely correlate over to those state tournament games?
Absolutely. Yep. I mean, we can play defense like that, play without fouling, play with moving our feet. I mean, we have a chance to beat anybody.
Congratulations again, Coach. Go celebrate with your community.
Sounds good. Appreciate you.
All right, Coach, I'll go find Coach Lowe.
Sounds good. Thank you, Gabe. Nice job down there on the court. A lot of excitement. This is people are like, you know, we enjoy the interviews after the game. They're not easy, so Gabe's doing a great job of tracking because it's that happy medium of you don't want to interfere with the celebration. Which we don't want to do, but at the same time, we know there's a lot of you that aren't here, maybe not able to watch, not able to, you're listening, or maybe you're watching, but want to hear what the people have to say, and so that's what we try to do. So it's that dance. Now we're going to send it back down to the floor. Here's Gabe Bishop. Gabe?
And I'm here now with Coach Brian Lowe, and Coach, I know this is not the final that you wanted to get out of this performance, but what can you say about your girls, not only today, but throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, it was a excellent season for us. Very proud of what they've done. We've had to fight through some adversity, some injuries and things like that. And, you know, a lot of girls contributed to a very successful season. That's a really good team. I told their coach they're going to represent Section 8 really well down there. I'm excited to watch them play. Sometimes you always hate losing, and I'm super competitive, obviously, but there's sometimes where you just can accept the fact that they're better. At least tonight they were. You know, we weren't healthy. Finley was sick as a dog, but we're not using that as an excuse. She gave everything she could. Their defense made things extremely difficult for us to get into offense and to get opportunities to score. So hats off to them.
I know that health has been up and down throughout the course of the year, missing one of your better players for a lot of the season. She gave it her all today, had a couple players go down with bumps and bruises, things like that. But does that also kind of indicate the total effort that they put in tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It just tells you about the toughness of this team. And even, you know, we got down a stretch and then we pushed back and closed the gap a little bit. I think we got it to 10 maybe, but, you know, they just always kind of believe in each other, and we still, we got rattled in the first half for sure. But, you know, overall we kept our composure and just kept fighting, and just really proud of them for that.
Yeah, you had those runs. You got it down to 10 in the first half. You got it down a little bit less than that. And is there anything you think that happened really in this game that kind of caused it to go the way that it did, especially in the final 8 minutes?
Yeah, you know, the key number one of this game for us was take care of the basketball, and we turned it over 14 times in the first half, and that's not taking care of the basketball, and they turned a lot of those 14 turnovers into points, and so we dug ourselves a hole in that way right off the bat. So Again, they're a really good team. They play outstanding defense without fouling for the most part. And we also really were keying in on Thayer and Binkley, obviously. And I think did they end up with 21-17 or 21 and
something around there? Yeah.
Yeah. And if you'd have told me before this game that we hold them to 21-17 or whatever, I would have thought we had a great chance to win the game. But their other girls stepped up big and made some big plays for them.
Let's talk a little bit about your seniors. You only had a couple of them on this roster, a much younger squad, lots of juniors and sophomores on this team. Izzy Swickla, Mackenzie Jerswold on those seniors. What did they provide to you in your 2 years here, head coach, and how much will you and the program miss them?
So Kenzie Jerswold is a really fun kid, and she brings a lot of energy to our team, to our practices. A lot of jokes. She's a drama kid, and so she would miss a few practices here or there for theater stuff. And but that she was a goofball and really brought a lot of kind of energy to our team. Obviously, she didn't play much during the season, but she never got discouraged. She never had a bad attitude about it. She knew her role, and so yeah, we'll miss Kenzie. And then Izzy's a big hole. That's going to be a big gap for us to fill. Obviously, she doesn't fill up the stat line. She hit a couple big threes tonight, but she wasn't one of our scorers that we look to. But her effort, her attitude, her leadership I've never been around a kid like that, to be honest with you. Just a natural leader that leads this team day in and day out. And we're going to really miss that next year. You think about only losing her as far as a contributor or as a starter, as a player. But that one person is going to create a huge gap for us.
It is good, though, as we kind of look at it on the other side as well, that you only are missing 2 seniors and that you're going to get all the rest of these players back, a lot of them for their senior season. Now they have both experienced the winning and the losing side of it, and they have the opportunity to come back knowing what they're going to try to achieve next year.
Yeah, they're going to be hungry. And, we've got, obviously Bryn Stevens as a freshman who's going to play a lot of basketball this summer. And having Ella and Kate, Kate's going to have her hip fixed and hopefully she can come back stronger next year. And then, we've got some younger girls even that, didn't get to play tonight, but Avery Choate's a 7th grader, and Kinley and Kendall Novacek are 8th graders that are probably going to contribute next year as freshmen as well. So I anticipate our bench is going to be even a little deeper next year, which is awesome. And I'm really looking forward to that season. For now, we'll just try to reflect on this year and accept this loss. But, we had a really outstanding year.
I know it can be difficult to swallow, but I know it can be helped out by the community around you. You had a lot of fantastic fans, family members, everybody come out. What can you say about the support of the Eagle fans behind you throughout this tournament?
Yeah, they're unbelievable. The community, the parents, fans, classmates, these guys have been phenomenal all year long. And, you hear so often about coaches, getting out of the profession because of parents that are tough to deal with. And I've had absolutely none of that. I've had the exact opposite. All of our parents are supportive. Nobody's complaining. They understand that we really genuinely care about their kids, and we've got their best interest in at heart. And, we're trying to teach the game of basketball, but we're also trying to help them become better people. And I think the parents get that. And so they're very, very supportive of us, and I really appreciate that. It makes a coach's job a lot easier.
Any final thoughts from you, Coach?
No, just congrats to Northome Kelliher, and wish them the best of luck. And proud of this team, looking forward to next year already. And thank you for your coverage.
We appreciate you, Coach. Thank you for working with us throughout the course of the year. Congratulations on a fantastic season, and we know you'll be back and better than ever.
Perfect. Thank you.
That was the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Brian Lowe. And Chris, I'll send it back up to you.
Well, thank you, Gabe. Fantastic job down there. And, Gabe, you might as well just go to bed right there, and we'll start doing a game here in a few hours. Again, congratulations to the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, as they are the Section 8A champions for the first time in school history for girls basketball. So that's pretty cool, and hats off to them. Hats off to the Sacred Heart Eagles. What a season it was. You heard Coach Lowe talk about those seniors. They are going to be missed, and the one thing a lot of people maybe forget, don't realize, everybody is extremely important on a sporting team, on any team. Work, everybody's important. But from the managers to the leading scorer, everybody is so important, and each year is different. And but congratulations on a great career to Izzy Swickla, the 5'4" senior, and also Mackenzie Jerswold, another senior on the team as well. That's the bad news for Sacred Heart. The great news is everybody else is coming back, and hopefully everybody else will be healthy. Stella Risky, she was out. Audrey Anderson wasn't able to play as well. Then you have a lot of good youngsters that are going to be coming up, and we'll be pushing some of these upperclassmen for some playing time next year. And so the cupboard is definitely not bare. It's the complete opposite for Sacred Heart. And Coach Lowe, Coach Brecky, and Rhea Rude and Daryl Wilson as well. So it should be a fun off season for Sacred Heart. A lot of more work to do, just like Kelliher-Northome last year. How do you deal with a loss in a section championship game? Well, Kelliher-Northome gave you the master class and exactly how you do it. And they they played some tougher competition in the summer. They played tougher competition this season, adding some very good teams to their schedule, which is not as easy as people think. People think, oh, just add so-and-so, just make a tougher schedule. Well, you can't really. A lot of programs usually it's 2 years where you say, we play at your place this year, we'll come back next year, vice versa. And that's usually how it goes. And but when you have a good team, usually other good teams are going to want to play you. And I think Sacred Heart, they're probably going to have to take a look at that as well and beefing up the schedule a little more. Of course, when you have East Grand Forks right next door, that's an easy one to play. But maybe look at some other teams around the state, because Sacred Heart will be a top-ranked team right away to start the season next year, and deservedly so. They're having everybody come back. Except for as far as playing wise go, Izzy Swickla. Obviously, she's going to be a tough one to lose, but Sacred Heart, the sky's the limit next year for them. And this will maybe be a little fuel going into the off season, and they have some outstanding players. There's no doubt about that. But the season, 2 games for sure, more than likely 3 for the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs, 29-1 on the season. Their only loss was to the number 1 Mountain Iron Buell. So it would be tough to get the number 1 seed if Mountain Iron Buell makes it. If they don't, then I think Section 7, do they play tomorrow? I'm not sure. I haven't seen, but what? Blake's going to look that up. But actually what we can do, we're going to take a quick break. And we will take a break. We'll be back, take a look at the scoring, and we'll take a look at our scoreboard update. All that's going to be coming up right after this here on KROX Radio and KROX TV. Well, we can tell you Mountain Iron Buell won, 87-43. So no surprise. Well, I should have just said they won. We knew they were going to win. They are the real deal. There's no doubt about that. So they'll be the number 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kelliher-Northome gets a number 2. At the very worst, they would be a 3, I would think. It all depends on who makes it, but being 29-1 with your only loss to number 1. Let's see here. Yeah, you have Hillcrest Academy. They're the 4th-ranked team in the state. They made it. Sleepy Eye St. Mary's, the 3rd-ranked team in the state, made it. And the teams that we just mentioned all beat other teams in the top 10 to get to state. Let's see. New Heartland, Richfield, Ellendale, Geneva, they make it as well. So all the top seeds, they've all made it, or the rankings anyway. And so I don't see why. Well, they're going to get a good seed. We know that, or they should. And so we wish best of luck to Kelliher-Northome tomorrow. 66-45 the final. Kelliher-Northome gets the win. They improved to 29-1, and they'll represent Section 8A for the first time in school history at the girls' state basketball tournament. We'll take a break. We'll be back and take a look at the scoring and our scoreboard update. That's going to be coming up in our final break right after this.
Your local Ace has it all, the full line of Ego outdoor power, and we're here to help. So shop in store or online for curbside pickup or same-day delivery. With Ace, getting the Ego products you want has never been easier.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
Looking for some family fun? Come to Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Sizzling hot, made-to-order pizza with all your favorite toppings. Cool off with our delicious hand-scooped ice cream. So many flavors and so much fun. And don't forget our game room, packed with excitement for kids of all ages. Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, Crookston, Minnesota. Call us or stop by today.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big, without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Your local Ace has it all, the full line of Ego outdoor power, and we're here to help. So shop in store or online for curbside pickup or same-day delivery. With Ace, getting the Ego products you want has never been easier.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And welcome back as we going to wrap things up here from the Ralph Englstad Arena in Thief River Falls. Let's take a look at our scoring first of all. For the Sacred Heart Eagles, Lexi Lawrence led the way with 18 points. And then you had Bryn Stevens. She had 8 points. And then it was Finley Horkin with 6. You had 6 points from Izzy Swickla. And then 3 points from Ella Arnston. And that was the scoring there for the Sacred Heart Eagles. Sunbee did have, I forgot to mark that down. Sunbee had a 3-pointer. That was with 2:16 left in the game as well. As we take a look at Kelliher-Northome, it was Kate Thayer. She led the way with 26 points in the game. Then she had 14 at halftime. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then 12 in the second half for 26. Then Kylie Binkley, she had 18 points. And then it was 11 points for Hallstrom, 8 points from Lundin, and 4 points from Poxleitner. So that was the scoring. Playing and not scoring was Wang, Buntemeyer, and let's see, also playing was Emily Maston. They all played but did not score. As we take a look at our scoreboard update here on this Friday, in women's basketball, Ohio State beat the Gophers 60-55 in the quarterfinals of the Big Ten tournament. In college baseball, UMC beat West Virginia Wesleyan by a score of 8-1. In the state hockey tournament, Class A, it's Hibbing. They beat Matamidi 4-2, and Warroad beat Delano by a score of 6-3. And in Class AA consolation, Grand Rapids beat Gentry Academy 4-2. Lakeville South beat Andover 4-3. And it was Minnetonka. They won by a score of 4-3 in overtime over Rosemount. So Minnetonka, the number 1 seed, had a close one there, and they advanced to the championship. Moorhead and Edina, they're just getting underway quite a bit later because that first one went into overtime. Let's see. Now on to the basketball scene. The score here, the final, Kelliher-Northome Mustangs 66-45. And then you take a look at AA and the Section 8 AA Championship. 9 minutes left in, so halfway through the second half. Perham leading Dilworth Glendon Felton 50-48. Also in Class A, going back to Thursday's championship games, it was Central Minnesota Christian. They beat Hills Beaver Creek 55-33. New Richland, Hartdale, Ellendale, Geneva. They're known as NRHEG. They beat Hayfield Schaefer Academy 64-62. That was in Section 3. Then in Section 7, Mountain Iron Buell had no problems with Ely 87-43. Then today, Mare Lutheran beat West Lutheran 64-45 in Section 4. Section 6, it was Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. They beat Breckenridge 67-52. Sleepy Eye St. Mary's, they beat Bold in Section 2A's championship 62-60. And then again, Kelliher-Northome beat Sacred Heart 66-45. Bram right now is leading Pine River Bacchus 49-36. So that's what we have. There was also a section, I think that's it as far as we really are concerned. And yeah, that is it. Coming up tomorrow, right here on KROX, we're going to have all 4 of the Section 8A quarterfinal games from the Ralph Englstad Arena in Thief River Falls. Starting at noon, 11:30 the pregame, it'll be the Northern Freeze taking on Mahnomen Wabin. 11:30 the pregame, noon the opening tip. Then after that, it's nothing but basketball, wall to wall. At the second game, it'll be at 1:45 scheduled start time. Winnimac will take on Red Lake County. At 3:30, Fertile Beltrami will take on Kelliher-Northome. And then at 5:15, Stephen Argyle takes on Clearbrook Gonvick. We'll have all 4 of those games right here on KROX. The Section 8 AA Tournament quarterfinals are tomorrow as well. Park Rapids at East Grand Forks, Dilworth Glendon Felton at Perham, Thief River Falls at Staples Motley, Holly at Osakis. Section 6A quarterfinals are being held tomorrow. And also on KROX tomorrow, we'll have Gopher men's basketball as they host Northwestern at 8 p.m. So that is what is coming up tomorrow. You can listen to those games on KROX Radio. That should about do it here. We thank our sponsors from East Grand Forks and the area for not only the boys basketball tournament sponsors, but also the Sacred Heart basketball sponsors as well. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do all the games that we do. We do appreciate them, and we appreciate you for listening as well. But make sure those sponsors that you've been hearing throughout the game, make sure to patronize those businesses, or at the very least, tell them thank you for being a sponsor of exciting Sacred Heart Eagle basketball on KROX. And congratulations to the Kelliher-Northome Mustangs on their first ever trip to the state tournament. They are now 29-1 and should get a pretty good seed. I would say a 2 or 3 seed would be a pretty safe bet tomorrow. But all the top teams, they all won. All the top-ranked teams anyway. They're advancing to the state tournament, top 5, I believe, for sure, maybe top 6. So it'll be a very talent-packed, as you'd expect, state Class A tournament. But I like the chances for Kelliher-Northome to make some noise. And they are going to represent Section 8A very, very well. For Gabe Bishop down on the court, I think he's going to bed right now on the ice, and then he'll get ready, and maybe I'll do that too. We'll just have Blake take the equipment home, and we'll just stay here. But we'll be back 11:30 the pregame tomorrow morning, and then noon will be the opening tip of 4 straight games of the Section 8A quarterfinals right here on KROX. For Blake Fee, that was doing the camera and firing the ads. For myself, Chris Fee. We thank you for listening, and we hope you have a great weekend. And again, 4 more boys basketball games coming up on KROX tomorrow. The final score, Kelliher-Northome 66, and the Sacred Heart Eagles 45. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations to the Mustangs, and best of luck at state next week.